Yeah, true that. And of course, we have with us to review this album. Joey Akan is the head music pulse.ng. He's an analyst, and that's why he's here. He's a critic, that's also why he's here. And he's a reviewer.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's not my fault. It's yours. Hi, what's up?
Hello, good afternoon, Lagos, good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, it's great to see you here.
Yeah, good to be here.
Good to have you here. Okay, he's the guy that tears albums apart. Yeah, so we do just that to this one. And yes, let's look at how many tracks are on here. There are quite a lot of them.
Yeah, true that. They're like 19 tracks. Yeah, that's it. 19 tracks basically. And there's the lyrically is a 19th track. So let's just say it's an 18-track album with a bonus.
It's 19.
19 tracks.
You buy the album, you listen to 19 songs.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, if you buy the album, you listen to 19.
Whatever happened to Shoki and Shoki Remix? If lyrically made it to the album.
Okay, you should look at the concept of the album. It's young and getting it. This dude is barely 21 years old. He's making six figures. He's getting shows, buying stuff, influencing a lot of people. So he's young and he's getting it. He's being successful in what he's doing. All of the songs there, they follow that pattern. Lyrically makes it because lyrically is the start of the struggle, mainstream struggle. That's the start of it. Shoki does not make it because there's no way Shoki fits into the concept. Shoki is basically dance, but every other thing there except Efe Joku.
I was getting there.
Except Efe Joku, which was thrown in basically as the most recent celebratory track he's done. That's why it's there. But Shoki cannot make it.
Is it because I Love You is a dance track too?
Young and getting it. He's getting love. He's getting love. He's getting love. That's why it's there.
I don't agree. I just feel that at least that was.
Maybe that's why I left it out.
Possibly, but I'm just saying, and it took a while before we now heard his album, so he put out a lot of singles, so I don't know why he left that out, but I think a lot of the songs, I think he has replacements for Shoki. We can say Efejoku was like a replacement for
Efejoku toes that line.
Okay.
Totally.
Yeah, Ibile also works. I like a whole lot of. I like the direction of the album. I like the arrangement. I like the fact that the skits. Yeah, I didn't like the first skit.
I didn't like the skits.
But I like the fact that it was leading to something. Like he was trying. Then you hear the next song and you're like, oh, okay, that was the point of the skit.
No, so much just when in doubt, leave out. Just, I don't know. It didn't.
Yeah, it didn't. It was not.
The skits there were underwhelming. They promised so much, and he used.
Sorry, underwhelming is a synonym for what we just said.
The skits there were. I'm being political.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, the skits there were underwhelming. He used a good comedian, and but for some reason the guy did not really use throw the right infusion of humor.
It was too long.
Is that why they left out his name on the cover?
that was an oversight. I love to think that's an oversight.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah, on track 8 to get credit. The guy was one of the people he mentioned. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but away from the skit, one of the things you should know about the album is that album totally details Lil Kesh's life, all the influences in his life. You could literally see from the start. You have the first track, IFSU. I can't interpret that
Thank
because
you. Thank you.
You see IFSU. You see it's basically a song about bragging, how he does a lot of stuff to the mic, how much he's grown and all of that. Then he moves down to the other influences in his life. You can see the one directed to his mother.
Yeah, for you.
To his mother. Ishe downloaded to his mother. He calls her my baby, which is an interesting way to look at it. Really emotional there. That's his mother, and then he goes down to Celebration, Semilore, down to Shemilore.
It's fine.
So he goes down to Shemilore, and then he hits good notes with Cause Trouble. Cause Trouble is in the hood. What happens in the hood?
Cause Trouble.
Yeah, Young Six is from Bariga. He met Olamide way back.
Lil Kesh.
Yeah, Lil Kesh rather. Sorry, Lil Kesh is from Bariga. He met Olamide way back a long time ago. And what happens in Bariga? You hear a lot of they cause trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it is. And he also, to show you how important that track is, he made 2 of it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, let's start from this way. This dude graduates from saying that, it's okay for you to study. At least he did that much on Shemilore.
Yeah.
And then at some point he has also said, you know what, my mom raised me right.
Yeah.
And then he still goes ahead to cause trouble. Twice on the album.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, cause trouble, definitely causing trouble on the mic, in the hood, because everywhere the songs come on, people get, you know, the energy people get from it. Yeah, so I guess that's what it's trying to depict in the song.
It's just basically trouble because you can hear like bottles breaking and all.
A reflection of you know,
reflection
the hood life.
of that is
Okay, moving on to other songs, Abijawara. What do you feel about that song?
Did you watch movies that had Abidjan?
No, I missed.
Oh, you
missed out on that.
missed.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd have been able to
What
connect.
does that mean anyway?
I would have to ask the character Abidjan.
Okay.
He played that character and he lifted it from one movie to the other.
Yeah, Fino.
So it's just
did good on the
it's
track.
just saying he's as strong as a herbalist. The guy was also a herbalist in the movie.
okay.
So yeah.
That track was very important. It was majorly done along the line of Cause Trouble. Had the same vibe, the same energy. The beats per minute was the same. Was similar. But the most important part of that track was the infusion of the feature by Chinko Ekun. Chinko Ekun's been with Olamide for close to 3 years now officially.
Yeah.
And he's not exactly been given the kind of push he deserves. Not because there's a problem in the label. No, it's because it's Lil Kesh's time, Adekunle Gold's time. Labels, how they work is they have a group of artists and then they make a plan. This year you go, next year you go. As long as you're making us money, as long as you're pushing the record label, as long as you're doing everything right, then you keep going. Then maybe at some point we're going when we feel like we need to shake things up from the norm, and then we introduce our next player. So Chinko Ekun, great verse. He's going to be the next guy to roll from YBNL.
Okay, yeah, that's your prediction. But I like the fact that he shone actually brightly on this song.
Yeah,
it was a small space, but he came out big time.
Took it well.
I still like Is It Because I Love You. I know he has released it a while, but that was, for me, that was a funny side. That was the Mongo Park of Korede Bello.
Oh, so
that's a funny side.
Let's not even go there.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's
share with me. No,
Is It Because I Love You is a
jam.
successfully fun
But
song.
why was Patoranking not credited on the album? I didn't see Patoranking's name. I almost got confused. I was like, is it Is It Because I Love You?
Yeah.
No, I think it's
an omission.
It's an omission. It's an
You need
error.
to blame the art direction guy.
Yeah.
Adekunle Gold, right?
Yeah.
But you also need to blame the people who signed off on it.
Yes, too.
Yeah,
Yes, we have to blame them too.
Yeah.
But hey, the art is nice. The cover art is really nice. I like it. It reminds me of Wande Cole's Wanted album. Anyway.
You could say you could look at the background and say, okay, maybe there might be a little bit of convergence there. But I think every other thing is parallel. What the guy's trying to, you could see him. He's decked in colorful garb. He looks very rich. He looks like he's getting it.
How do people get a look?
I don't know. You're looking at it.
In pop culture, except in pop culture, except for very few who don't wear their money.
Okay.
They don't like J. Cole and Cole. They don't wear their money. Kendrick, they don't wear their money. But once you get in it in rap, in hip hop, you wear your money. You look like your money. You look like you're at the top. Sometimes it's an illusion, but half the time that's how they look. Almost all the time.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure. Let me see who produced Ishe on this track.
That would be Fields.
I don't know.
He had to put his tag on all the songs he produced.
wait,
I don't know why he had to do that.
No, that's the style.
all.
It's okay.
All the
it's
songs.
okay. It's fine.
It's okay for it's okay for people to put the marker, to put their name on their work.
Seriously?
Like you look at writers.
All the songs in a project that you produced.
Maybe all the books. If you release, like for example, let's look at this as let's make this a book. It becomes a group of short stories. Every short story, if it's written by, if you had like collaborators with other people, even if one collaborator probably worked on 10 stories in that short story, won't you have his name on it?
Wait, like. His name is on the CD.
Yeah. No, not everybody gets to pick
That's
the
what I'm
CD.
saying.
Not.
And there are a few songs that were singles that had fields. I have no problem with that. But I'm saying, like, for a body of work, there are some songs that won't be released as singles, and they're in the body of work. So putting the tag all over it, I don't know.
He didn't produce the whole album.
That's what I'm saying. He produced like a great number of tracks, and for every track.
I know the guy.
But for that, I would also say I see a lot of wisdom in what Fields did there, because some of the songs are being downloaded digitally. some of them being downloaded digitally.
Yes.
You might not get that jacket. You might also you don't also know what song they might make singles next.
At some point, we had the misconception that it was actually up for free.
You-
Because most of the singles were already out there.
Mm,
Online at some point. So there was that confusion at some point that we thought, you know, it was there for everybody. The point I was going to make is this. Now on Ishe, it sounded, I don't know whether it was my ears, but the production sounded scattered. There was a part of it that just sounded like there was, you know, when some boys are on the streets and they're trying to use the back of, you know, the paint bucket to drum.
Yeah.
I was hearing that, but it was not coordinated. But now he killed it on For You. For
Yeah.
You was beautiful. Like it was just, I was like, wow, Feels, you just did it.
Yeah.
You took us to church on that one.
Yeah, it was lovely. But Onisha,
Yeah.
no.
One thing with Fields is Fields is an amazing producer. He's one of the best we have in the country right now. It's what I say it's unfair for him to only work with the YBNL. I don't know what contract they have, but he's not been working with a lot of other acts. Majorly, he has on some with very few,
but not as much
not as much as
you
you'd expect from a guy at that level.
He's busy.
Well,
I think he doesn't want to oversaturate his ideas, you know.
but then you look at it. Fields has oversaturated. In a way, he has oversaturated his ideas.
But
you see him on Olamide. On Olamide's Mayweather, he didn't exactly come through. We can all agree that he didn't exactly come through. The entire album, the entire album, the entire album.
The entire album.
Yes, not the single.
Oh, not the song.
The album itself, that LP, the body of work, the project. He didn't come through on that. Well, he came through. He has come through on a lot. He come through on singles. He's a single killer. But he's yet with Mayweather. He didn't convince that album. And so on this one, you could see his brilliant shine. It's shone forth on a lot of tracks, but you could also feel it that okay, maybe with a little bit more mixing, a little bit more time, this would have been cooler. So that's Fields. Well, he's great overall.
Yeah, we have to do some music now, so people that are listening can see proof of what we're saying.
Okay.
Okay, I think we should do Shemi Luri. Yeah, it's encouraged. I like the part where he was encouraging folks to go to school and all. I'm like, wow, nice, interesting.
What we're talking about. So, but basically, if you like,
why didn't anybody mention Mode 9? I'm just
Mode 9, yes, Mode 9 as well.
like I'm just saying, like, is he really of that generation already? Like,
No, but 9 is ahead of his time.
oh,
he is.
So we're not there.
Yeah, at some point we'll go there. You know, what 9 makes me think of greats like Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, people who weren't even recognized in their time. Maybe generations later, with feeling. Generations later, I would say, okay, let's go back. Let's look at what gave us essence as of hip hop, and then they'll look at Mode 9 and they're like, okay, cool, this is our textbook. Yeah.
We have a song from him actually in my country, but we'll play that in a bit soon enough. Okay, what are the songs that we're doing from Lil Kesh? Itumo.
Yes, it sounded like, you know, like, okay, he's just trying to show us that, okay, he does the hip hop, he's aware of what the world is listening to right now. So that's what I expected, maybe more of that, because we've heard all the Ibiles and the Is It Because You Love Me, and we know everything that he's capable of. I wanted to see more of hip hop and him showing us some poetry and, you know, rhythm.
Lil Kesh would not give you poetry. Lil Kesh is not that cerebral to that point where he gives you poetry. No, Lil Kesh is mundane. Lil Kesh is what you look around and then you see. Lil Kesh
which is a selling point.
Which is a selling point, which has worked for him, which is cool because he appeals to a lot of people. Maybe that's the direction Nigeria is taking. Maybe that's where we are at. But Lil Kesh is that guy. But about that sound, about the hip hop sound, the global hip hop sound, you could feel trap in Problem Child with Olamide, featured Olamide. But then the problem with that, I have a Problem Child is the problem I have with Problem Child.
Yeah, I know you're feeling yourself right now. It's okay. It's fine.
I'm laughing now. So the problem with Problem Child there is, it's a sample of Drake's Legend. Drake's Legend. It's a sample. Listen to Drake's Legend, contained off his 2014. If you're reading this, it's too late. The mixtape. It's just a sample. They carry the place there, everything, the kick, the drum, the back vocals, the ad libs, everything's there. You can literally just hear it. So, well, I hope you collect that sample and put it on iTunes because they have our time. Well,
okay.
Things that we think we can get away with in Nigeria. I'm sure that will make big news. Okay, let's do it tomorrow. It's on Lil Kesh's album, and yeah, I could give you the tip and say it's track 9 because it wasn't actually tracked. If you know what I mean. You get to find out if you pick up the album. Yeah, this is it. 2 more from Lil Kesh. You're listening to the DropSpot on Metro 97. Listen to all of the songs. I always say things like this because I feel like we support Nigerian music. When people release projects, listen to these projects. Feel free to tweet at them and say, you know what? I do not like your album. But you have to listen first before you can say that. Yeah, thank you so much, Joey. Thank you. It was great having you around. We can have you here for hours and keep discussing.
Thank you
Go
very
from
much.
album to album.
Thank you very much. It's been great being here. It's really good.
Yeah, thank you. We've been speaking with Joey Akan. He's the head music pulse at NG. He's an analyst, he's a critic, he's a reviewer, and he called himself something very grand the other time. He came, he was a flow at that point. I know. Yeah. Pulse at NG has been very supportive of the DropSpot. We're also saying thank you to NigeriaReview.com, Jagda.com, and thenet.ng. Thank you so much for the support. We'll play the song from Lil Kesh's album, Young and Getting It. It's titled For You. The DropSpot is still on, like I said earlier.